the funniest or craziest kind of party event at a workplace story.
Yeah, any sort of like workplace socials you got involved in.
I've actually got a little one. This is just funny. It tickles me, right? So we had a Christmas party at my company, and
your company,
yeah. my own company, Sushi Sliders. And
our Christmas party's going off.
This one was going off. It's great. Open bar, free booze, free food, everything like that, right? So we're in it. We're all like talking, and we're like, oh, it's time to wrap up. We come outside to like the smokers area to like basically leave because the exit's that way. There's a girl like curled up on the road, like hugging one of the bollards.
Oh, bless her.
And I was like, oh, God, someone's in a state. There's someone else walking barefoot on the road. And you're just like, this got a bit out of hand.
Yeah.
Turn around to my mate. He's having a fag.
Yeah.
He's like this. He's like, oh, Jay. Pulls his jacket like that. He's got 2 wine bottles stuck in it. He's like, I need these. I was like, all right, mate. They're for free, mate. What are you on about?
Free.
Anyway, he went home. He drank the 2 bottles of wine after the party.
Animal.
Mental, mate. I do love a good little party.
Yeah.
Because there are some crazy stories afterwards that come out.
True. I've got one, but it was anything but crazy in many ways. It was far more disappointing, but I still found it quite funny. And it wasn't a Christmas party. It was just a work social. So
happens.
So my boss was trying to get our whole like workforce into like health and fitness. And so she called one of her friends, Joss, and she was like a fitness trainer, like boxer and stuff like that. She was quite a sort of health fitness guru kind of person, very, very well like adequate in that sort of field. And so she came into the office and she was like, oh, we're going to do like a thing next week where everybody from work comes and meets up after work on a Friday and we like do a workout together and we all go out for drinks. And I was like, that sounds all right. I'd only been there like a couple of months. And everybody else had been there years at this point. And everyone was really up for it. And Sally, the boss, she was there yeah, it's my best friend. It's going to be great. Anyway, it comes around to Friday, gets to the end of the day, and I'm looking around, and my boss, Sally, wasn't in. And I was kind of going, oh, Sally not coming? And they were like, oh, she's ill today. I was like, oh, okay. And as I'm sort of like hearing that, I hear some mutters going, oh, the boss is ill. Anyway, half an hour goes by. I then turn up at this fitness thing. What I found out is because the boss was ill, everybody didn't actually want to go and do the workout thing, and so nobody else turned up but me. I swear on my life, it was just me and the personal trainer Joss, and she looked at me.
Just cancel it.
She didn't get told that no one's turning up, but everyone was like, "Oh, because the boss isn't going now, we don't have to go."
Yeah.
Because they were also expecting the boss to pay for drinks, I think. So I turned up, and it was me and this PT, and she was like, I don't really know what to do. She was like, do you still want to do something? I was like, I've got nothing to do for the next hour. She made me do hill sprints. She gently made me do hill sprints for half an hour. And then she was there like,
you got some SAS type stuff
I swear
going on.
I was doing hill sprints up and down in Bournemouth.
I hope you got overtime for that, mate. Bloody hell.
And then after that, obviously the drinks was cancelled because it was just me. And so I just went home.
You just went round.
Most disappointing social of my life. That was my social experience.
Well, moving forward,
let's get into some of like the real ones we've been sent in or we found out online.
Here we go. Dance floor disaster. You ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. At one office Christmas party, a normally reserved and professional manager named Susan had clearly enjoyed a bit too much of the free champagne.
Okay.
After enthusiastically dominating the dance floor apparently with her moves, nobody had ever seen her perform like this, ever, right? Things took an awkward turn. In dancing to a routine to dancing queen, Susan froze. The entire room watched in confusion as she suddenly looked down, mortified.
No.
The party fell into shock and silence very quickly. Susan quickly retreated, wrapping herself in a tablecloth as she dashed off the dance floor to the toilets.
Oh no!
She pissed herself, mate.
Oh, bless her. She proper got into it, didn't you realise?
She pissed herself. And to this day, apparently, she's remembered as the dancing queen.
Slippery Susan.
Slippery Susan, mate.
Right. That is mad.
That's brutal. Imagine pissing yourself in front of all your work colleagues.
Oh, I could not do it. You have to leave the job the next day.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
See you later.
Well, I've got one called The Accidental Engagement. One memorable event involved a scavenger hunt at our Christmas party, and it was supposed to end with somebody winning a £100 gift card. Somewhere, somehow, the clues had got mixed up. And the final prize that somebody thought they found turned out to be an engagement ring in someone's drawer, which was intended for a proposal planned elsewhere in the building.
How would you propose in an office first of all?
So I think there's a massive office block, and I think somebody navigated to a different floor, opened like a desk thinking that was where it was, and took an engagement from somebody who's completely not part of the company at all, just took someone's engagement ring and like took it home with them and stuff. And this is crazy. The HR find out about it because they find the cleaners like rush to the HR and they're like, somebody's like ripping up the building floor below and like crying and sobbing that they've lost some sort of ring. The HR starts calling everybody who was part of the scavenger hunt, and one guy sat at home with the engagement ring like, oh, I thought it was like the final prize, I've gone home, I'll bring it in tomorrow. He picks up an engagement ring thinking that's the final prize.
Obviously it's not.
Oh,
that's crazy.
I found it hilarious.
All right, you know what, speaking of stealing,
go on.
The Buddha heist. Brooke is the lady.
What did Brooke do?
She's known as a sweet and reliable one at the office.
Okay.
Transformed into an entirely different person in a Christmas do. It always happens at Christmas as well.
Always happens at Christmas.
After several rounds of this pub crawl that she was on, she was feeling a bit mischievous.
What's she now?
She spotted a large Buddha statue sitting peacefully at the entrance of this noodle restaurant that they went to at the end of the pub crawl.
Got you.
Deciding it would make a perfect souvenir, she wrapped her arms around this Buddha and tried to walk out the door with it, not only to discover the Buddha weighed pretty much as her.
So it's a strong man event.
Staff quickly intervened, resulting in a loud, tug of war, basically. Big argument.
Give me back my Buddha.
And she said in this argument, the Buddha needed a better home. Eventually, the whole office group was escorted out by security, forced to leave their meal mid-meal, and Brooke was mortified. And now she's known as Buddha Brooke in a company.
Buddha Brooke,
unreal.
that's
and she became quite famous of it. She went on the news and had to tell a story and stuff. Yeah.
Jeez. Right, I got another one. This is from the summer party.
Go on.
One guy had recently been promoted to a position above his previous boss. The guy who'd actually hired him in the first place as well. Alcohol and maybe a couple of drugs were involved, and the long simmering tension came to head when the heat turned up, and after a bit of a shouty row, the previous boss decided to jump up onto the new boss's table in this club, whip his knob out, start helicoptering it in his face, yelling, "You might have the big job, but we all know who the big dick is."
You should have said knob, that rhymes.
You should have. They were both still working there when I left 6 months later, but nobody has ever mentioned it.
You know what? That actually reminds me of another story I got told.
Yeah.
Not the whipping the thing out, but in the summer kind of party, right? So I know this person who works for quite a large company as well. And they go on these summer do's.
Yeah.
And they did this one at a water kind of park area. And apparently it gets uber competitive, right? Stupidly competitive. Yeah. And all the men, they're all we'll fuck this guy out. Yeah. So on this kind of the total wipeout, but not.
Yeah.
Have you been on one of these water park
the floating
things, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're on these. These two guys are apparently they're both going for a position as well. This woman told me. They're proper having it out, competitive.
I can imagine with their life vests and they're all shouting at each other.
And they got to get to this point, and it's the winner gets, I don't know, a beer or something. It was, I don't know what it was. Stupid. Anyway, they're running. They start taking each other out. One guy dislocated his shoulder, and he had to go to hospital during the summer event. And after that, they've never done any kind of sport event since because it gets way too competitive.
I can see that though. Some of the places that I've worked, it would get that competitive.
Yeah. It makes sense for sure.
Sure.
You got people drinking and guys trying to get in certain positions.
For disaster, isn't it?
100%.
Right, my next one, the Great Ceiling Escape.
Go on, then.
Legend tells of an office party where one particular introverted individual decided that mingling with the colleagues wasn't their evening plans. So they decided in a stroke of genius, or possibly madness, to escape via the ceiling tiles. Unfortunately, halfway over the dance floor, the tiles didn't hold anymore. They plummeted back into the party, landing in the punch bowl. They emerged absolutely drenched, but applauded for their creative attempt at a Houdini act.
Why would they? Oh, that makes no sense.
I can picture, I love them to bits, Cal in an uncomfortable environment via the ceiling tiles, trying to escape.
How do I get out?
Yeah, I'll go get
Like
out.
the exit's down there. I've got to go up. What do they call
Can't
that?
go
Like
through the dance floor.
some exit. So like I don't know what they call it
I don't
anyway.
know.
I've got another one here.
Go on then.
I've actually got another two, but I'll go with this one.
Sure.
The horse.
The horse.
After a wild office Christmas party,
Yeah.
Mark faced a very long walk home. Taxis nowhere to be found. It's kind of in the countryside.
Okay.
Tipsy, hungry, pizza in one hand and the kebab in other, he spotted a horse grazing in a field peacefully nearby.
Yeah.
In a flash of drunken brilliance, he climbed onto the horse bareback, pizza under one arm, kebab sauce apparently all over him.
What?
Rode this animal, which apparently was quite calm, the horse, all the way home. The next morning he woke up, looked out his window, and there's a horse grazing in his garden. And he was like, having flashbacks. He was like, oh no, I'm taking it. He walked the horse all the way back, and the owner was like, fuming
I
with
bet
him.
he was livid.
But he's now known as the horse whisperer.
I like that.
What a story,
Do you know
mate.
what? All of these would produce like some unreal nicknames,
unreal.
better than anything else. Yeah, my last one here. It's kind of just an array of terrible things that happened in one evening. So I'll just get straight into it.
Go on.
Like, this lady just documents this. She goes, one of the admins got caught on CCTV blowing one of the managers. One of the middle managers punched the CFO. The police were called because people were openly having sex outside the establishment. And the party being held in the middle of the town centre caused almost a riot. They stopped doing free bars after that. That's where it ends.
Office parties, office romances, like...
It's just all infused with alcohol, a messy, messy state.
There's always someone.
There is always someone.
Mental.
If you know any crazy office stories out there,
yeah, let us
Christmas
know.
party stories,
I'm
gosh,
sure
please
there's
let us
plenty,
know. Because that is unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Phew, I like those.
I'm telling you, the Suits and Sliders Christmas party is going off.
Oh,
It's
mate,
going
yeah.
off.
We're going to have a bear. I'll ride a bear back home. Like that.
There's none in Crawley, I don't think. We'll have to find a good establishment to do it.
100%. We're not doing it here.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, we'll invite you Patreoners along as well. Don't you worry.
True.
100%.
Get in the comment section. We quite like the comments. We're going to start doing competitions for the best comments that come out there as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So do get in the comments. Let us know if you've got any unreal stories. If it's goated and featuring on an episode,
Do it.
we'll definitely get in touch.
You'll probably get something from us as well.
Without a doubt.